Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are hopping on in and I'm gonna just not even talk at all and just start applying all the brand new drugstore makeup because that's what this video is. We're playing with a ton of things that literally stopped me in my tracks at the grocery store and I kind of went to town. So we have a ton of new things from Wet n Wild, Physicians Formula, even CoverGirl, which to be honest, they haven't had that much in the new exciting department for a hot minute, but they have some new fun stuff that caught my eye. So we're gonna get down to business. We're gonna play What Even Is This? Wet n Wild 5-in-1 Essence Primer Liquid. Why is it 5-in-1? Oh, it tells you right here. Smooths, conditions, refines pores, balances, and prolongs your makeup wear. Shake well, apply evenly to face and allow 1 minute to set before applying makeup. We're gonna go in with this. I'm curious, have you ever seen an Essence primer? My only thing is like, do you put the Essence primer on and then moisturize, or do you just do this? I had moisturizer on earlier, so we're just gonna hope this all layers up and works out for the best. It's already gonna be that kind of a video. I'm just forewarning you. If you're new here, hello, I'm Tati. I sometimes get in moods. Like and subscribe if you are into new makeup, tested, and some bizarre chit-chattiness in the in-between, and ruthless honesty as to what I like and don't like, which is good for you guys because I like to find the best of the best in every category. It's like a lifelong bizarre mission that I'm on. Oh my gosh, right? Like that's my legacy. She found the best drugstore makeup. Should this be tingling? I was gonna say burning, but that would be dramatic, although it has kind of a zippiness to it. There's something here that is a little, you know? This is not even on the Wet n Wild, like their website, but it is on the H.E.B. website, which is where I purchased it from. All right, these products are like so new. There's just like not even any info. I do have this from L'Oreal though, and I am actually super excited about this one. This is the L'Oreal Prime Lab 24-hour Pore Minimizer. It has AHA, LHA, and BHA. This is gonna blur your pores immediately, but then it has those skincare ingredients in it to help you out over time with continued use. Now this comes out more like a gel. I have not tried this on my skin just yet, but you guys know when it comes to me, oftentimes I will use 2 primers because I'm a little extra like that. And every now and again, more is more. So I will go ahead and just for the sake of testing any pore reduction, we're just gonna go right in here. This is where I personally like a good pore minimizer. Wow, this is actually very powdery. Like the dry down is a little bit more intense than I thought, but I like that. So for foundation, also when I am testing out new primers, I really try my best to use a foundation that I already know I like with my other favorite primers. Otherwise, you can't really tell. Was it the primer? Was it the new foundation? What is what? So whenever you see these new tested videos, odds are I am gonna pick either a new primer to test out or a new foundation and then use primers that I know, love, and trust. I have this Revlon ColorStay 24-hour longwear makeup. This is for the combo to oily skin. I am using the shade Way Too Dark for Me in number 350. This is the palest I have been in a while because I've just been inside. I have not been outside like I normally am. But we can fake it with makeup, and I just don't like self-tanner either. So let's try to not all scream together as I put this on. Wow, that does look a little dark in the monitor. Ah! This formula though is legitimately a new absolute die-hard fave. Like I love this foundation. Full coverage, thin texture. If you're not using a primer, it will crease a little bit, but if you go in lightly, don't overdo it. It just gives you the nicest amount of coverage with like barely any product used. It's crazy. It's the most crazy foundation. I'm taking just a little smidge of a lighter shade. This is the shade, what are you? I switched the caps. This is the shade 300. And I'm just kind of going almost under the eye and just really pressing this in. Now I am gonna get my neck to match, don't worry. I'm gonna take a little bit of this Butter Glow liquid bronzer. We're gonna be a little mixologist right now. This is one that I picked up from H.E.B. H.E.B. I still call it H.E.B. I will never be cool or accepted in Texas as long as I call H.E.B. H.E.B. We're mixing a little of this, a little teeny tiny bit of Revlon. Boop, just like 1/2 of a squirt because that stuff is potent. I'm gonna take a stippling brush. Ooh, I am on an island. This smells so good. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna pay for this, but it smells good. It's light, it's not aggressive. It's like a light vanilla-y kind of Tahitian, like an expensive lotion you would buy at the gift shop is what it's giving me. I can even do a little bit of this on top to kind of bring the color together. Let's just warm it on up, match it on up. This is like a very subtle bronzy glow. I kind of like that. Let's try it on the arm. I'm just curious on my very pale arm. Let's see, with nothing mixed in. Let's see. Wow, okay, hello. Yeah, that blends right on in. So I love taking these kind of liquid bronzy products, especially when they're in a larger tube like this. It's not super concentrated. And I will mix it in with my body lotion, and that way I can kind of quickly bronze up the body. It's kind of goof-proof to do it that way, so I like it. This one is the Radiance. I'm just so curious now. I'm gonna see if my nose will pay for this or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the other shade that is more of just an illuminator. Oh my goodness, on the other side. It has like a fragrance that I remember. Like there's something that's like sparking some kind of weird memories for me. Like, what is that? Gosh, that smells so good. Okay, it is absolutely yummy. I love it. We are now gonna go in with the Instant Awake Under Eye Brightener from Catrice. I'm very excited about this. I like a good under eye brightener. I have not used one of these in a minute, so I feel like I could use some under eye brightening. I did not sleep well last night. I had coffee way too late and literally had one of those nights where you are staring at the ceiling and I'm like, I'm never doing that again. I will never drink second coffee again. It will never happen. I have become way more sensitive to coffee in the past year. Not that this is like a good thing to brag about, but I could have like Starbucks at like 9 o'clock at night and like go to sleep. Like no problem. Now, if I have a coffee at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I want to be up all night long. Okay, so that being said, what a perfect day to double up on the concealing because I feel like I need it. This is the new Butter Glow Concealer. Oh, I see. Okay, we got a sponge. Won't be using that. That's way too firm. And this is the weirdest mirror ever. It's making my face look unusually small. Okay, that's not gonna work. There we go. Okay, so I am now gonna take a beauty blender and pat this in. That's pretty nice. It does have a luminous finish. That went on pretty good. Like the primer situation, phenomenal. Don't know how I am feeling about that concealer. Okay, let's dive on in to the new Wet n Wild powder. This looks totally translucent. It looks translucent. I'm going to take my sponge. That looks kind of intense, right? Okay, immediate thoughts, I'm not loving it. Just my immediate thoughts, this is psychotically, like aggressively not translucent. You know what I'm gonna do on the other side? Let's just use a brush and see if that maybe is a little softer. Okay, a brush is better. But if you are not as pale as me, you are going to have problems. And that particular powder is kind of all they got going for that collection. You have been warned. Yeah, you have been warned. Maybe if you were doing it as the primer and not as the finishing powder, which I am curious to try it that way. I am gonna try it that way on a day when I'm just like, feel like playing around. So now we are very powdered. I do wanna go into the Superstay 24-Hour Hybrid Powder Foundation from Maybelline as bronzer. I like to purchase powders that are a few shades darker, like this guy right here is technically a powder foundation from Makeup Forever. This powder foundation is one of my favorite bronzers ever, but technically it's not a bronzer. It's not sold as a bronzer. So that is something you can do if you are ever looking for a particular type of bronzer that doesn't have sparkle in it, that isn't super matte either, but you want something that just has a different texture, consistency. A lot of powder foundations have a bit more coverage, so that's really different too. So we're gonna see how this goes as bronzer. Just go in with a light hand until you know the product would be, yeah, see my advice. That's beautiful. I can already tell I really, really like that. Wow, okay. This is strong. This is not for the faint of heart. This is a potent bronzer, but I love that look. I just do. That texture on the powder is beautiful. Like, what the heck? That is nice. This is very nice. I do really, really like that. I'm gonna kind of go a little bit on the side of the nose with the excess on this fluffy brush. And I do wanna go around the lips. I'm gonna see if I can get away with contouring the lips with this product. And why not? I'm just gonna kind of boop, boop. If you already have a long nose, don't do what I just did. It will lengthen things, but I actually like that look for my little kind of squashed in nose situation. I'm nervous. I don't know how this is gonna blend out. Part of me when I'm filming these videos still to this day, I'm like, what am I doing? Why did I just do that? Like, and there's no turning back. You're like, well, here we are. Let's just make the best of it. But that's kind of, isn't that the joy of makeup? That you can make the best of it, and guess what? You wash it off and you try again. It always is funny to me to this day that people will take things so seriously. Like, I'm literally painting my face. I'm gonna wash it off later, you know? But like, why not try to do something cool and fun? I think, you know, I'd have to spend more time with it, but that wasn't bad for contour. I am gonna get to eyes, but I wanna throw something on my lips right now. So we're gonna go in. This is new from Wet n Wild. I feel like this kind of gel-like chapsticky, but like thicker gel formulation, kind of like what I showed you guys from Girlactic. I feel like this is gonna be a thing because I am seeing a ton of brands come out with this. And I don't know if it has to do with that clean girl makeup trend, like the no makeup, like juiced up kind of skin and lips makeup trend. But I really like it. I'm here for it. I think it's pretty. It feels nice on the lips. Do I like this one? I don't know. This might be a little too nude for me. Is that possible? Am I really saying that? I do want to throw on a brow, and we're going to do that with some Almay. This is the Get Your Fill in Universal Taupe. I'm going to need a moment of silence, so BRB. Oh, wow. This is very powdery. Oh no. Oh my gosh, everything's happening at once. Okay, the perfume's kicking in. The brow pencil is so freaking like, it's like eyeshadow mysteriously in a twist up pencil thing. I did one side, I have to do the other. I feel like I'm going downward on a roller coaster when I do my brows, and I know I'm kind of screwing them up. I start to actually get nervous. Where is my brow pencil? Is there a brush nearby? Okay, literally, I'm just gonna take the excess on this Bdellium brow brush. This is what I do sometimes. Like if I've gone hard with the brows, like I did the last time I used this brush, which this is my favorite brush that I use all the time, sometimes the excess on it is like somehow like the perfect amount. So if you find yourself in a jam and you're like, oh my gosh, this brow pencil is terrible, take a just about empty brow brush and just kind of move the color around, and that can be a quick fix. All right, you know, we're just gonna keep it moving. I wanna go into this CoverGirl Shimmering Beige Clean Fresh Clean Color Eyeshadow Palette. It has like cloud embossing on here. We've got 1, 2, they feel scratchy. We've got 4 shades here. 3 are metallic, 1 is matte. Not swatching the greatest, but we're gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna go in with a crease brush into the matte shade that is dark-ish. And I just kind of wanna frame the eye. Okay, that's nice. That's a good color. And it's not flying around everywhere either. And it's blending pretty great. So I'm gonna get this all up in the crease. Dude, okay, so it's not clean girl makeup, it is quick girl makeup. It is, I wanna be here and then there kind of makeup. We're gonna go into this taupey shade right here. That's surprisingly, you guys, this swatches terribly. It feels terrible on your fingertips, but it is going on the lid really nicely. Look at that. That is really beautiful. Like that's really, really pretty. Let's go for some blush. I'm gonna go into this Butter Believe It blush in Pink Sands just because I just feel, you can just feel when something is kind of off, like, and that can happen with these kind of videos. Like there are elements of the makeup that I like, there are things that I like, products I like, and there are others that I'm like, ooh, if I had used my favorite XYZ, this whole thing would be looking and feeling entirely different. So let's just see what happens next. Surprising that this is not like an overly aggressively fluffy blush, because Physicians Formula, notoriously their products, the powder just like everywhere. This is not doing that. And it's very beautiful. Okay, that helped me out a great deal. I am actually gonna go into the lightest shade in this palette right here from CoverGirl. I'm gonna mix kind of the coppery and the highlight shade. We're gonna live dangerously. And I'm gonna throw this on as my highlight. Ooh, and that did something. Did that just like bring something to life here or what? Okay, so I'm shocked that I like this as much as I do. Like literally, especially touching it the first time, I'm like, I don't know. So that was nice, nice. All right, we're now gonna go into this new Maybelline Tattoo Studio 24-hour Durawear. This is in jet black. I usually don't like having to hold a mirror while I do this, so this is like turning into a little bit of a challenge video for me. Okay, we're gonna do the trick where you look straight ahead, say a prayer, and you do this. Okay. And then you connect. And now that you have one eye done, you really try to replicate on the other eye. This liner is pretty amazing, actually. Like it really made that kind of easy to do. I'm a little shocked. This is reminding me of the Tom Ford double-ended liner. There is one side that is so precise, and it really helps you to get into that inner portion of the eye without getting a blob of wet liner everywhere. This is really great. I actually super, super love that. Good job, Maybelline. Let's go into their new Sky High Tinted Primer and load that on the lashes. My lashes are already curled. This is going on a little gloppy, but I think that's kind of the point. So we will just load these lashes up. Just let it kind of set a little bit. Do you want to do that? I don't know. I am going to use this Telescopic Lift new mascara from L'Oreal. This says it will give you length, lift, and volume. Sign me up for all three. Ew, I don't like this kind of a brush. This kind of brush makes me crazy. Do we see? We're going to try. We're going to try. I'm going to try. It could be great. It could be really good though. Also, like if I want to have a good attitude about it. You know what? That is a pretty spicy mascara. That is like a little intentionally clumpage with the bristles that really separate, and it is a flat, like a wide flat kind of a wand. I have my heart set on putting on falsies, which I still am going to do. I have some new styles from the Diosa line. I don't know that I would use this mascara again before putting on falsies, but if you had no intention of doing the falsies, then this might be kind of nice. And now I can't really tell what that primer really did. I'm gonna have to try that Maybelline mascara primer with some different mascaras to see if it does anything, because this is so thick, I cannot really tell. Okay, that brush is really awful for the lower lash line. You have been warned. I do have this butter bronzer little trio that I at least wanted to show you guys. This was brand new. I thought it was super cute. I'm gonna take a little bit of the brightening powder up here and go underneath the eye, just a tiny little bit. There's a little bit of fallout that I wanna kind of correct. Ooh, that's pretty. Dude, I love that powder. That is beautiful. That is such a perfectly silky, pore reducing, gorgeous, not crunchy, amazing powder. What does this smell like? If anyone has tried this and knows what perfume, oh my gosh, that's literally gonna keep me up. I will guarantee you that I will be laying in bed tonight trying to think of what that smells like an old perfume I wore in high school or something. I am going to spray my face. I have this long wear setting spray from Hard Candy. They sent me some really cute PR recently. And you know what? I was thinking of using it for this video and I just didn't. And now I'm like, maybe we put a little bit of like dark, moody glitter on top just to kind of have fun. I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I always set the face. I can't escape that. Like I'm just always gonna be that person that sets my makeup. I really do feel like it helps it to wear an awful lot longer. See, now I'm starting to like my makeup. I'm like, okay, you get the right powder, you get the right creaminess to the skin, and things start to come to life. We now have from CoverGirl these new glosses. Ooh, I have a feeling this is gonna be a big ol', yep, doe foot applicator. Wow. This is in the shade Havana Good Time. And I just kind of want to see how it feels. I know this won't dramatically alter the look. Oh, that smells like tropical. I think it's just me. I don't like how tropical things smell for the lips. That's just like it's a clear gloss. You're not gonna get much from it. I love the new eyeshadow CoverGirl. I don't know that I'm feeling this. Let's see if this one has any different color payoff. This is the shade Sugar Poppy. They do have some darker kind of red tone shades, but I just feel like they're all gonna be that kind of clear. It's just a cute, fun, gel, scented, tinted, big doe foot applicator juicy gloss. So if you like that kind of thing, you might wanna check those out. I kind of was hoping for a little more color payoff. Maybe that's just me. Let's get our hands in some glitter and then pop on lashes. I'm gonna take all the lights right up in here. Why not? And I will tell you right now, this does not have the same stick as the glitter I showed you guys in My best drugstore of the year that I'm literally wearing in that video. I cannot believe glitter in that whole palette, like the whole thing's under $5. I will link that video below. But this sure is a pretty color, right? That is like a nice kind of platinum plus type of a color. I do like that. I need to play with their eyeshadows more. Okay, so I want to pop on some lashes. This is the Athena style. This is what I wore before in a video and I loved them. It made me definitely intrigued to purchase more because they're just light, natural, and fluffy, which is what I am into with lashes. And it's really a rare occasion that I even wear lashes, to be honest. But I really wanted to test these guys out. Ooh, that is a band though. Wow. I have not trimmed these. We are just going straight in. Not the most comfortable lash band. Yikes. I think I prefer the Athena. I don't know how I'm feeling about those lashes. They're kind of making my eyes water like crazy and they're a little bit big for me. Wow, they're really making, there's something in there that's making my eyes water so bad. Like the band itself or something. What is going on here? I'm going to put on some lip liner now. And this is not new, but it is my favorite. This is from Honeybee Gardens. I cannot stop wearing this. I talked about this in my Q&A with Erica. It is a sharpen up kind of a lip pencil. So we sharpened it up and we both used it, meaning it's hygienic. A little lip liner can change the entire look. Sometimes those little touches go far. Do not forget that when you are playing with your makeup. All right. I have so many new favorites that I have discovered right now today. This always happens. We're like halfway through the makeup. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I hate how this is turning out. And then by the end of it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I can't wait to use this tomorrow. I'm in love with the new Butter Bronzer Contour Palette. That texture right here in the setting powder, the brightening powder, perfect. Love it. I am intrigued to try these guys out some more. My foundation went on so smooth and the Revlon foundation I do love, but I do feel like my pores were significantly minimized today. So I'm excited to continue playing with these new primers. The one from L'Oreal, the one from Wet n Wild that is a weird essence that gets sticky tacky, but then I do kind of want to try this one underneath my foundation. So I have hope that this might work in a different kind of a way. The concealers were kind of, jury's out. I don't know. I do not like the brows. We know that. The shadow was like surprisingly really good, quick to blend. You're out the door, you're feeling good. The glitter in here is nice, gorgeous. It's not flying around my face. It's not irritating me. It added a little extra something special to an otherwise very, very basic look. That liner needs some special attention. Oh my gosh, it was so easy to apply. I really, really love that it wasn't gloppy everywhere, but it was very smooth and the pointed tip on there is precise and tiny. So if you're a beginner with liquid liner, that would be a good one to pick up at the drugstore. And the lips were kind of so-so, whatever. The setting spray, won't really know until I wear the makeup for the rest of the day, but it was a nice mist. I approve of the mist on here. Everything said and done, this was a pretty solid first try of new drugstore makeup. This is the time of year when brands launch everything brand new. I love it. So if there's something out there that you want me to put to the test on camera that you are seeing at the drugstore, let me know in the comments below. Happy New Year to you and yours. I love you all so much. Make sure you thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe and ring the bell, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.